is.
How do you measure the success and where we're heading in this pandemic? At past press conferences, we used to see these data, and they're the number of people with at least one lab-confirmed positive COVID-19 virus test from both Pillar 1, and that's tests in clinical settings, and Pillar 2, and that's tests in the community. You can see it tracking up and then flattening off. But there are limitations with these data. So at the press conference this weekend, we heard about different data sets. These are from two population surveys, one from the Office for National Statistics, or ONS, and the other from REACT. They test samples of the population to model how many people they think have the virus. And as you can see, there's a range of uncertainty in the estimates, including the one by the government's SPI-M modelling group. So what should we be looking for?
Granularity to understand.
If we look at hospital occupancy, you can see these data shown in the press conference run until mid-October. The number of people in hospital with COVID is increased, but it is not as high as earlier in the year, if you look at the country as a whole. Modellers have tried to predict what will happen in the coming weeks because it lags behind infections. But critics say it's unclear what the model is based on. There's no transparency, and the assumptions used to predict what may happen are unclear. The government has also set out a series of interventions that scientists say would impact on the spread of coronavirus. Some of these are contested in terms of the impact on both the virus itself and also the non-COVID harms. There are trade-offs for each one. So take lockdown. They say it will have a very high impact on transmission and direct COVID deaths, but it'll also have a large impact on health and well-being. A circuit breaker, they say, will have a moderate impact on infections, but it'll also have a moderate impact on mental health and domestic violence. There are other measures they can use too, so closure of non-essential retail. This, they say, will have a low impact on transmission, but a high impact on the poorest in retail and a psychological impact too. And then there's the highly contested mass school closure. This, they say, will have a moderate impact on transmission, but at the same time, it will have a high non-COVID impact. So we'll see disruption of education, well-being of children and parents. So how will we know if these trade-offs have been worth it in the next 4 weeks?
So it's not clear to me.
So the question will be in the weeks to come, what are we trying to achieve?